Alright guys, Justin here with California Grenadiers again. Just did the rear brake change on the right, or the passenger side. Had to run out and grab some tools. This is my first experience with a Euro car changing the rear brakes. I thought it was similar, to the front where you can just use a caliper or a caliper compressor, a C-clamp to compress it. But it turns out on a lot of these Euro cars, they have a piston that has two indentations on it, and they need to be turned counterclockwise to recompress them. So I had to run out and grab a compressor toolkit. I picked this up. It's kind of pretty cool, actually. I'm never going to be upset buying new tools, but it's an Icon. It's from Harbor Freight. Don't crucify me. But it was pretty affordable. I think it was 70 bucks. And it comes with all these little spanners, essentially. And it comes with a left-hand turn and a right-hand turn tool. So it's kind of cool. And it comes with the plate to push against the opposite side of the caliper. So it's pretty cool. But that's the kit that I needed, and the bit, I guess, that I needed was this one. I guess it's a Z. I don't know if that's universal, but that's what I needed. And essentially you use it the same way as you do this, except it locks those two little knobs into the piston, and then it turns it clockwise or counterclockwise depending on which way you need to go, and that compresses it, or expands it. So on this side, the brakes, the pads, the wear sensor is on the passenger side rear. So this is the wire here. I've already done the brake change, it's super easy. This is the wire. There's a little clip back here that it clips into. Up here, it routes up here to this female plug end. That's what feeds to the system, and then it like locks into place in a little hole in the axle. There's like a little tab that just snaps into place. If you guys noticed in the other video, when I pulled the old one off, the cover for the wiring was shredded. I don't know how, but it was kind of like just hanging off loose, kind of flopping around. So I'm sure it like rubbed up against the tire or got snagged on a twig or something. So what I did was I kind of tucked this in a little bit more. And then there's the hard line down here for the ABS sensor, and I zip tied it to that and kind of gave it a little bit of slack on this side. It's not going to move anywhere here, but it's less likely to snag on something out here and tear. So strongly advise kind of securing this a little bit better. That way it's not just flopping around, and that piece should be safe and good to go. So we'll plug everything in, put the tires back on, make sure the lights go away, test it out. I mean, it fits perfectly, fits like a glove, same size as the factory brakes, so not concerned there. We'll test it out on the road, test it on the trails, and let you guys know, save you guys some money. Thanks for watching, guys.